What a hubbub, what a story. Are these the last sounds of Pakistan's colourful Bedford trucks? The Bedford Company has long since stopped manufacturing vehicles, but in Peshawar you can still see them running on the road. Here they're not called Bedford, but rather Barray Waal Buses. Let's take a ride on this unique bus. Barray Waal Buses, banned in the inner city. But in the outlying areas, they're part of everyday life, a means of transportation for everyone. Special skills are required to hop onto a moving bus. Travelling in this decorated bus is a real adventure. Bus drivers like Zeeshan Afridi have grown attached to this symbol of local identity. For him, driving a Bedford bus is a deeply rooted tradition.
I was very young when I started driving this vehicle. The main reason is that I love it. My father and grandfather had this bus for 43 years. I consider it a remembrance of my father. So I love driving this bus.
The Barray Waal bus is a fast and affordable mode of local transport for many low-income commuters in the province. Many refer to it as a rocket bus.
The bus stop is nearer to my house, so I take this bus. I also have a motorbike, but gas prices are too high, so I use public transport.
I've been riding this bus for 1.5 decades. It goes through the outskirts of Peshawar to the city. It's a good service and it runs reasonably fast.
The bus is usually filled with male passengers, but a few seats in the back are reserved for women. It's a good service. It's cheap. We use this bus to go from remote areas to the city without any problem. Commuters are considerate of one another. The old buses of Peshawar are a dying breed. Bedford Vehicles, a British brand, made them as trucks to transport goods until production stopped in 1986. The heart of the Bedford beats under the hood. Its DNA is indestructible. The 6-cylinder engine can easily go more than 1 million kilometres. Bedford's creations have been converted into buses by local mechanics. They've been an intrinsic part of the city's culture for decades. They have a cult status among drivers.
We maintain them well and bring them to the mechanic for frequent checks.
We spend more money than we earn. Keeping these vehicles is our passion.
Another unique aspect of these buses is the surrealistic detail of their decoration, known as Pakistani truck art. These colourful decorated buses are also booked for pick-up and drop-off services for weddings and parties. Drivers and bus owners consider it an advertising expense. Many decorated buses become their customers' first choice. The rocket bus is the pride of every owner and an additional source of income.
If your vehicle is in good condition, people will book it for events. People invest a lot of money in decoration. I spent around 800,000 Pakistani rupees on my vehicle.
That's the equivalent of around 2,500 euros. After launching new hybrid buses in the city in 2020, the authorities have decided to scrap hundreds of old Bedford buses. They said the aim was to reduce pollution and ensure passenger safety. We didn't want to get rid of all the buses. We aim to scrap only environmentally harmful buses that are unsafe for passengers. To replace them, we introduced diesel-electric hybrid buses. They have a smaller carbon footprint. In comparison to ordinary buses, they have 30% less carbon emissions. New buses are environmentally friendly and have low floors, which benefits female, older and disabled passengers. These buses have replaced the old buses and wagons. Peshawar's bus rapid transit system doesn't have much of an impact on the Bedford bus drivers. They say they provide service to lower-income passengers who can't afford the comparatively high fares of BRT buses.
We are not affected by BRT buses because they have a separate route and passengers. Our passengers will not travel on BRT buses because our female passengers travel with several kids and extra luggage. We charge only for adult passengers. All passengers, even children, have to buy a ticket for the BRT.
For Zeeshan Afridi, his Bedford truck-turned-bus is not only a source of income, but also an expression of his culture.
My family and friends asked me to quit this job, but I refused because I have many memories of this bus. I will continue driving this bus my whole life. This bus will remain with me till my last breath. If they ban them, I will still keep them at my place. I will never leave this bus.
Barray Waal Buses are a cult icon for some, but for many they're a necessity they couldn't bear to lose. Due to high transport prices, people cannot afford better transport facilities, and BRT buses are only running on a few routes. So one thing is clear, unless the problems of Peshawar's public transport are solved, these Barray Waal buses will keep running on the streets. Fatima Nazish, DW Urdu, Peshawar, Pakistan.